YouTube, what's going on? It's Marcus. Today's video is going to be a little different. You know, recently I've been loading into games, and I've just been seeing a lot of banners that just don't make sense to me. So, today's video is going to be strictly how to make a good banner in Apex Legends. Now, I've gotten a lot of compliments on my banners, talking about my banners are fire, my banners are gas, and don't get me wrong, I've made a couple of bad banners. I put it on, thought it was good, it ended up being absolutely terrible once I realized that, yeah, this is not it. So let me cook y'all some banners that y'all can put on. Now, I think the biggest problem with banners is a lot of people just don't have a theme that they have set for what they want to do for their banner. I see people with Halloween frames with Christmas skins on. That looks crazy. Even if it is the same color, it looks kind of crazy. You got Ghost on a frame with Christmas trees on your skin. Looks kind of crazy. I'm going to show y'all what I be doing for my banners. Now, something I really like to do is actually match the trackers to the skin, the badges to the frame, as I'm doing right here. Blue skin, blue trackers, red frame, red badges. I think it is very sleek. I think it looks good. Each thing kind of pops in, yeah. One thing I'm not a big fan of is running all solid colors. I don't think running just literally every single color, your frame, your skin, your badges, your trackers, all being the exact same solid color, I think that looks terrible. It's too much. It's like overdoing it. And for an example, I will give you all a really good example for this. If I throw on, let's say I could put Hot Blooded on. Um, my trackers, I could do like this. Like this banner to me, it's just not. There's no. There's no pop in this banner if that makes sense. Nothing. Nothing is showing. You know. It's not gonna instantly catch my eye if I see this banner as my champ squad. It's just okay. He's got a red banner, and that's really about it. So I really do like to color contrast the uh, trackers with the skin. I think it makes a big, big, big difference. I think it would catch my eye if I was to do it. Now, something I also like to do is I like to try to make a banner that has a theme to it. So let's say if I'm doing, what's a good skin I could do here, honestly? Um, maybe like, ooh, could do, obviously, for example, you could do Guardian Angel and then do like this. This has the theme, but this came together, so it really doesn't count. Um, Another thing would be like, let's use her prestige skin for example. You kind of got like this toxic kind of theme going. So in reality, you could just make like this like toxic slime kind of banner. Um, there's a good amount of, like I could use this. This works. There's red on Lifeline skin just a little bit to kind of match that air thing in the back. The yellow and the toxic goes with the yellow and the green, on the banner. So this would work. Honestly, you could keep the gun badges the exact same, but if you wanted to stick to the theme of making it just like a toxic type of banner, then obviously you could go to your badges. You could scroll down. Now I have a gazillion badges, so it wouldn't really matter. I can kind of cook up anything, but I should probably actually throw the frame on. Um, but yet again, I would probably throw on some type of green badge. Um, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, there was even an event that had kind of this like greeny type of skin or badges. But my biggest issue is this badge doesn't really match the green on this banner. This kind of matches down here, like with the skull area and this like side frame, but it doesn't match like the main uh kind of like effect in the background. It doesn't really match that type of lime green, what I'm looking for. So if I can't really find anything that's kind of lime green, like this really isn't gonna work. It's not the same color green. Um, I could even do like a battle pass badge, but this yet again is not the same color green. This green only matches the skull green and around the banner. So if you if you really wanted to, you weren't trying to be too picky like I am, you could definitely make something work. Um, and by getting a green badge there, you know, unfortunately, I don't think there's a really good lime green. Oh, how do I go past these? Might be able to actually cook with these too. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, it kind of works. So it's okay. It's not the worst. But I think when you make a banner, you gotta have a theme set in mind, what you want the banner to be and how you want it to look. Because without a theme to a banner, I think that's when it just becomes sloppy, and you can no longer uh, kind of get it correct, if that makes sense. So let's say I wanted to throw this here. Keep the gun badges on to match the other red. Now I'm going to go to tracker art, and I'm going to try to find something that might match the banner. Now there's these horizon trackers that if I throw on, okay, it matches. But do I want to try to find trackers that are going to match his background like I've been trying this entire time? Yes, but am I going to find it? Unfortunately, no, because I don't think there is lime green trackers like this. Now, these trackers actually match perfectly with this frame. Like, these almost, like, blend in right here down where the stats are. You know, you got this kind of green, which actually matches pretty well. I might have been wrong on that. These Maggie trackers do go pretty well. But now, since I'm making a toxic banner here, I'm thinking caustic. I'm thinking, does caustic have any trackers that I could possibly use? Since he is like the gas character, the toxic character, does he have any that I can put on? Because it just makes sense, you know. So I'm gonna look really quick. He has some red ones. Oh, he has some green ones as well, actually. So, if you really wanted to, you could cook something up here. Now, if you weren't a fan of putting a green badge on, you could also just substitute that for another red one. You could throw literally anything on, have some red. But, as I said, I kind of like to match the badges with the frame and the skin with the trackers. So the badges um, are going to go with the frame. Obviously, you got the red with the red where it says restricted area and the air and the little bar on the right. Trackers are green. The skin is like yellow green, same toxic. This one also matches the frame really well too, but it also matches the trackers pretty good as well, and that's what I like here. Caustic actually has a different set right here that might be even a little bit better. Honestly, I don't know. Y'all have to let me know which set here looks better. But this right here is a banner that almost, you know, it like has a theme to it, has a toxic theme. Um, you could even put a different badge in the middle since that's a season 1 badge, and you know, obviously you can just throw this back in or anything in that matter. You could even do just one of your favorite badges if you really wanted to, or even a battle pass badge. Like you could throw on your battle pass badge, which I actually think this looks pretty good because you know this is kind of like a whitish tan. This is white, stuff like that. But yeah, I think when it comes to making a banner, I feel like you should overall always have a theme to it. Um, so one reason why I like, where is my favorite skin here? I'm drawing a blank. Oh, here we go. Wait, Breaching Clear is one of my favorite Lifeline skins. I always try to get stuff that will match some of my favorite skins. For example, I remember I bought this NRG banner back in the day when it came out. Back in the day. It was about 2 years ago, from 2022. Um, just to match the skin. This is strictly the only reason I wanted it, was just to match the skin. Now, with the new tracker art, obviously I can scroll down, and we're going to eventually get to the Season 3 trackers. Now, let me just throw 3 of these on randomly. To be honest, I do try to look for the characters that I actually care for most. But, like, I'd probably put, you know, the characters I play. Now, obviously, even this banner you genuinely could almost get away with, but, like I said, that this would be, in my opinion, too much of the same color. I feel like if I kept these badges on, I would have to go down to Blossom. And now my banner is Like I said, badges, skin. This one is actually flipped from what I would normally do, which would be the skin match the trackers and the badges and the frame would match. But this one actually is the badges and the skin, the frame and the trackers. This I think get away with. Now I see a lot of people that make these banners. Now let's say for example, if you did use this banner, I know a lot of people would, boom, slap a red in between. No, no sir. Mm-mm-mm. Nope, nope, not a fan. Not what I would do. That works with one singular banner in this game, and I will show y'all what I'm talking about. That I think it works pretty well with. Um, and you could use it honestly like a Christmas banner, but this banner you can get away with. But personally, I would run um, reach and clear, and I would have to put these badges to something like maybe the 10-10-10. Even this badge actually works really well. Um, and something, you're going for. Sorry for the cars in the background. You're going for good looks here. Not all about the overall sweatiness of badges. Now, these are some decently sweaty badges, but I think the 10-10-10 has been pretty easily achievable due to some game modes, and same thing with the 20 bomb. Um, but now I think this is where you might have to swap up some of the trackers. I think here you could go with some red trackers. Maybe to match these top badges, you could do. Let me see how the season one one. See, these might be a little too red. Uh, I don't think that would work. Maybe season 4 would go a little bit better. Yeah, here we go. Season 4 goes pretty well. And even I think if you threw Blossom back on, this might look really good. Yeah, I think this banner right here is a complete banner that you honestly could use, and it would look good. This works. Um, I would like to try to get a different tracker color, but I don't think I can. That's gonna match really well. Because like I said, I'm not really a fan of just slapping one color in the middle, because now it just looks off. Um, and like I said before, if I was to do this, I would put some of my favorite characters ones on. Obviously, I'd put Lifeline, uh, probably throw Watson on, and then like Bangalore, the characters that I like to play. Um, comment down below if y'all do that too. I can't be the only one that puts like their favorite, their favorite Legends trackers on and stuff. But this banner right here, I think this is a complete banner. I give this one honestly like an 8 out of 10 though. I think the trackers, I feel like I'd want a different color, but I just can't think off the top of my head what I'd want these to be. Now, let me show y'all the banner that I was thinking about. That honestly, if you wanted to use if you wanted to use 2 different color trackers, I think you could get away with it pretty easily. And you could low-key make like a, not a Christmas banner, but a Halloween banner. Um, Slap that right there. Just take 2 of these and put these like that. If we go to banner frames and we scroll back up, you're going to have the banner that is called Tick or Treat. Now, like I said, I think this is the banner you could get away with. Now, actually, we're going to go back to trackers here because I think that we need to flip these personally. There we go. I think this looks a lot better because there's already a lot of red on this banner. So I think you're going to want to do that. Now, like I said, would this skin work? The Christmas skin. Absolutely. This would 100% work. But I think rocking 2 different seasonal things together looks kind of crazy. When you have Christmas and Halloween and you got Christmas and some random other thing put together, it looks kind of crazy to me. But this does unironically, or ironically, work. It goes really well together. And the Halloween one is a different green. But it's almost a different green to the point where it's just a little bit lighter than the trackers. So it kind of all blends in together almost and creates just a nice banner. Another really good skin that you also can rock with this is called, let me find it, Pirate Queen. Pirate Queen is another really good skin. Because Pirate Queen's not from a holiday or anything like that. It's just an event skin. It works really well together. Badges, obviously. I think you'd want to do probably the exact same thing that you did for the trackers. But here, personally, this is where I would flip it almost. I think I would go like something like this. And obviously, I think doing this is a little obnoxious. There's a lot of big badges. Might even go with something like maybe the gun badges, for example. Yeah, maybe something like that to flip the trackers and the badges. But at the same time, it's a low-key driving me crazy, so I don't know if I like that. Yeah, honestly, this works. If you wanted to just do the red trackers instead of the green, you can make a banner that matches. But obviously, like I said, I kind of like to have a theme when I go into banners. So personally, I'm just running Green Widow because now I just made a Halloween banner. And if I really wanted to go into detail, I could even start putting on Halloween themed badges. But the problem is none of these colors are gonna match anymore. I'm just gonna have a bunch of Halloween badges with nothing that's going to really make sense with how I'm trying to theme my banner. And sometimes if you want to just make wonky banners too, like you don't really care about the theme or you don't care about the colors matching, you can make something really basic. Like if I wanted to just go all three of these, let's go over here. Let me just slap all these as the same color real quick, and let me just take them off. I'm gonna go over to like framed. This is a banner I used to run all the time when I wasn't really feeling like running anything crazy. I would just throw this on. It's nice and simple, really easy, and it matches absolutely beautiful. You know, it's a very, very good banner for just slapping some stuff on with no care in the world for anything else. You know, you ain't gotta run the trackers or nothing. I personally like just the clean trackers like this anyways. I'm not really too big of a fan of the what's it called? The tracker art anyways. I don't really care for it. And another thing that I like to do is I call it the Marcus skin, which is this skin. This is like my personal favorite skin I use all the time. This is the Season 1 skin. And right here, this is just another thing that I run that's very, very basic. It literally just doesn't get any more basic than this, but really nostalgia, really clean. Is you just slap on your 24K with your Season 1 badge. Now you got a whole Season 1 banner from the badge to the skin to even the frame. And if you wanted to get really spooky with it, you could even put on the Season 1 trackers, which, you know, we got right here, if you really wanted to. But like I said, I'm low-key a bigger fan of just not having anything on, so I don't even bother with it. And obviously, you could pick your stats. We did hit 40 million damage recently, almost 41,000 revived, 12,500 wins almost, and stuff like that. So 166k kills. So we have been farming, but overall, I think you guys understand the gist of my video. You know, making a good banner in Apex is not really that hard. I think a lot of people either just don't care or they just don't know how to make a good one. So hopefully this video lets y'all know. I think personally, if you match the trackers to the skin, the frame to the badges, you got a beautiful banner. I don't think solid color banners work, honestly, all too well, and stuff like that. So, shout out to the friends list and stuff like that. I wonder if somebody's got a good banner on that I could give an example for here.
Open season.
Spun here, absolutely. This is a W banner. You know, one thing that I personally just wouldn't do is put the Season 5 tracker in the middle, because like I said, I don't like to split trackers. I would just use all the red trackers. And that. But this right here, it's a good banner. She put it together. She got that shit on, you feel me? I wonder if Strive's got a good banner on. Pretty good. But all of it matches, so I can't really give an honest opinion on that. Well, y'all get the gist. I mean, You know, like what Dre did here, this is kind of crazy in my opinion, you know? I love my boy Dre, but having this solid color banner on like this just looks crazy. I think he needs to change the badges to match like the curtains in the background or the popcorn on the bottom and stuff like that. It'd be banging then. But y'all get the gist. Um, there's a lot of really good things that y'all can do. Noct actually had a pretty good banner with this frame and the lifeline skin. I had this on for a while as well too. When we had first met each other, we had the same banner and stuff on. But yeah, y'all get the gist and stuff like that. Real quick, because I'm actually curious before the video ends who actually made it all the way to the end of this video, comment down below your favorite skin for the character you main in Apex. And as always, stay safe. Peace.